We're going to start the application today with Veil Foundation Primer. We want to smooth out the skin and give the foundation something to grab to. So we're just going to do a very light application. 1 to 1.5 pumps is more than enough to do the entire face. And remember, just a light application. Very breathable on the skin, so it's quite nice. And always remember just to kind of bring it down into the jawline just a hint. Maddie has a little natural redness in the cheeks that we're going to play off of later when we do her blush application. But for now, just to show you, I'm going to give it a little color correcting with the Green Veil Foundation Primer. And with this product, you just kind of want to spot treat the area. So you're going to pat that into the skin. Just ever so softly. And I'm using my foundation brush to do this because it's going to give me a nice smooth application, whereas a sponge would absorb the product, and you tend to waste product. This brush, because it's synthetic, allows me to get in to every area I need to get into because it bends with the skin, which is nice. It's not going to be uncomfortable for her at all. Then to go the extra step, I'm going to take just a little bit of the neutral foundation primer, which neutral color corrects darkness in the skin, using the same exact brush. Maddie, I'm going to have you look up for me. I'm going to just get it softly into the inner corners of the eye, just to brighten her skin just a little bit. I want to keep her foundation really soft and dewy and youthful, so I don't want to do a lot of concealing on her. I just want to create the nice even palette with my trick products, if you will, the secrets. And again, I'm just using a pat motion to press this into the skin. And as you can see, it kind of just adds that instant brightness that we want to achieve. The next thing I'm going to apply for Maddie is our Spotlight Luminizing Eye Primer Treatment. This will tighten, brighten, and lift all in one step because it has light diffusing and reflective properties to it. And you're just going to use a pat press motion to the outer corner of the eye. Just creates beautiful, flawless skin. And if you really want to open up the eye, depending on the model's eye shape, I can take and do almost like a V cutout right here. And that's going to bounce light into the eye and open it up. And we're just going to do that ever so softly. And with these products, when you're doing these tricks, you don't necessarily want to see the product. You want to see the results of the product. So we'll achieve that here. Perfect. So now you're primed, and we're going to get your foundation going. And for Maddie, I'm going to select a neutral shade for her. She's got some warmth to her skin, so we want to play off of that. You always want to match the skin tone exactly. And if we were matching, like, you know, for the first time and I didn't know the brand, what I would do, can you turn your face this way, Maddie, for me? Is I would stripe a couple of selections here, and the one that melts into her skin with little to no effort would be the matching shade for her. But I get to cheat because I know the brand so well. So I picked shade 150 for you, which in my way just a hint, thanks. And I always start in the application in the T-zone because I want to blend it onto the skin and work it into the skin. You can get it right into the hairline with little or no effort by doing it. If I had a full brush of foundation and I was right up into your hairline, it would just, you would see it. The whole purpose of doing makeup is to accent the features that you have. And you know, when I look at a woman, I want to look at her and say, wow, she's got amazing, beautiful features. I don't want to look at someone and say, wow, she's got great makeup. That's kind of not the point. So That's kind of our brand philosophy too. We want to see a woman and bring out her natural beauty. We don't want to, you know, mask her. Close your eyes for me, Maddie. I'm just going to use a dab up here. We also have canvas eye mousse, but I'm not going to use that on you because, again, I want to have that youthful, dewy appearance. And some women like simplicity in their makeup regime. They don't want to have a lot of extra steps. But if we were doing a full-on application, we could use that. Okay. And you can see how it's just evening out her skin tone. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. It's just creating nice, dewy, youthful skin. So one of my favorite things is just see beautiful skin. And even on the red carpet too, like when you work with celebrities, you know, one of the things that they always say is they don't want to look over made up. Chin up for me, just hit. And remember to hit down here as well, just with a blending, hardly anything on the brush, just to make sure you've got it covered. You know, everybody wants to look like that red carpet look, and this is truly the way to get it. Look up for me. And then I'm just going to pat press a little extra foundation underneath the eye area for that little extra coverage we want. It's actually a little more effort in making the skin look flawless and natural than there is to doing a dramatic look, because one of the things with doing a natural look is you really have to check and make sure everything is perfectly blended. One of my favorite things about this brush is I can get right up into her lash line without her feeling uncomfortable. Now she's got a perfectly flawless canvas, and what I want to do is just give her a hint of warmth. I'm just going to apply a mild amount of bronzer to the contour of the cheek and right up under the forehead. Anywhere the sun would naturally hit is where you want to bronze ideally. This is one of my favorite products. I use it on every photo shoot, every model. It's Sun-Kissed Bronzer. It's going to just naturally warm anywhere the sun would hit the skin. So that's up here in the temple. It creates color balance on the face as well. We're going to come right down the nose, the chin, and never forget down here. And don't ever go back for more product. You do your cheeks first, then the temple, then the bridge of the nose, the chin, and then what's left here, because you don't want to overdo it. And then if I need more color on your cheeks, when we get that far with color, I can always build more color. It's easier to build this color than take it away. So that's Veil Foundation Primer, Natural Finish Foundation, Sun-Kissed Bronzer, and you have flawless skin. The next step will be to add the color.